Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we are diving deep into the incredible systemic transformation a body goes through during pregnancy. And look, it's so much more than just a growing belly. We're talking about a complete biological overhaul from head to toe. Right from the get-go, way before there are any visible signs, pregnancy kicks off this amazing cascade of changes. Deep inside, the body's already at work. Muscles and joints are starting to loosen up, getting ready for the incredible journey to come. And it's really like a total renovation. Every single organ system gets involved, often in ways that might surprise you. For instance, the heart itself starts to be faster, a clear signal that the body's internal engine is shifting into a whole new gear. Even the blood seems to be rushing through arteries and veins with this newfound intensity. Now, none of this is random. This whole incredible process is sparked by a cocktail of powerful hormones, right from the moment the pregnancy starts. All right, let's get right into it with one of the most mind-bending challenges the body has to solve, what's called the immune system paradox. This is a biological puzzle that honestly stumps scientists for ages. So what's the big question here? Well, the heart of the problem is this. Half of the fetus's DNA is from the father. That means it's not a perfect match to the mother's own DNA. And that's the crucial part. The immune system is designed to see that non-matching DNA as, well, foreign. It should, in theory, attack it, just like it would a virus or bacteria. But obviously, that's not what goes down. So instead of just shutting down, the immune system does something way more elegant. It performs this incredible, complex balancing act. It's not about being weaker, it's more like a sophisticated negotiation. You have these special cells, regulatory T cells, that basically act like diplomats. They go around telling the more aggressive immune cells, hey, stand down, this one's friendly. At the exact same time, the body builds up a physical defense, this antibacterial mucus plug on the cervix, to keep any actual bad guys out. It's just this brilliant two-pronged strategy to protect everyone involved. Okay, so next up, let's talk about the physical side of things. How does the body actually make room for a growing fetus? Well, as you can probably guess, the expanding uterus kicks off a huge domino effect, with ripple effects spreading through the whole system. So who are the architects behind all this construction? Well, it comes down to two key hormones, progesterone and relaxin. Think of hormones as the body's text messaging system. And these two are sending out a crucial message to muscles all over the body. And that message is simple. All right, time to loosen up, get more flexible. We need to make some space here. And this is where it gets really interesting, because this one change creates a chain reaction that explains a lot of common pregnancy symptoms. So it all starts with those hormones. That same loosen up signal that goes to the joints, it also hits the digestive tract. Things slow way down, and that can lead to constipation. At the same time, that signal can also relax the little muscle at the top of your stomach. When that happens, stomach acid can splash back up, and boom, that's where heartburn comes from. See? It's all connected. One simple hormonal message causing all these different effects. This whole expansion project also impacts breathing. As the uterus grows, it starts to push up on the diaphragm, which kind of squishes the lungs and limits how much air you can take in. But the body has this really clever workaround. That same hormone, progesterone, also tells the brain to breathe a little faster. So even though the breaths might be shallower, the increased rate makes sure there's plenty of oxygen for two. All right, now supporting a whole new human being means the body's own life support system has to kick into serious overdrive. And that is especially true for the circulatory system. We're talking heart and blood. To build out this new, supersized circulatory network, the kidneys get a new job. They start holding on to extra water and salt. And this one change leads to a massive increase in total blood volume. We're talking an incredible 50%, sometimes even more. Now, this explains why blood actually gets a little diluted during pregnancy. It's a simple math problem, really. The total blood volume shoots up by 50%, but the body only increases red blood cell production by about 25%. So the liquid part of the blood is increasing twice as fast as the oxygen-carrying cells within it. So this massive circulatory upgrade puts a much bigger workload on the heart, which is why the heart rate goes up. It also explains some other classic side effects. For one, that growing uterus can press on veins in the lower body, causing fluid to pool in the legs and feet. And if it presses on the big one, the inferior vena cava, it can cause a sudden, pretty dizzying drop in blood pressure. Okay, so we know a lot about the physical stuff, right? But what about the brain? Well, the effects of pregnancy on the brain are still kind of mysterious. This is truly the next great frontier in this research. And what we're starting to learn is just fascinating. Early studies using brain scans are suggesting that these changes aren't random at all. They might actually be adaptive. In other words, the brain could be rewiring itself to prepare for parenting, maybe sharpening the ability to read a baby's tiny facial expressions, for example. And this quote, this really gets to a critical point about the history of medicine. For, centuries, almost all the research was focused on the fetus, the person actually experiencing the pregnancy and all these massive changes we've been talking about. Their body was almost completely overlooked. But the good news is we are absolutely turning a corner. We're finally entering this exciting new era where research is being dedicated to understanding the truly astounding biology of the pregnant person's body. So as we've walked through here, from the brilliant paradox of the immune system all the way to the potential rewiring of the brain, it's clear that pregnancy is a journey of total body transformation. It is just an incredibly powerful, complex process that honestly, science is just now starting to fully get its head around. And that leaves us with one last big thought. As scientists keep digging into this incredible field, you have to wonder, what other secrets does this astounding biology hold? What else are we going to learn about one of the most transformative experiences a human being can have?